Okay, what we want to do is solve this problem. So in the board game Catan, each turn you roll two six-sided dice. If you add the numbers on the dice together, what sum has the most combinations, and how many combinations are there that add up to that? And then here I included, just for anybody who wasn't as familiar with problems involving dice, so there are 36 combinations. So the first die has a 1 through 6, the second die has a 1 through 6. It can be helpful to imagine that the dice are different colors, because then you don't get confused or stuck thinking about first die, second die, or wait, is a 2-1 the same as a 1-2? Because really they aren't. So if you roll a 1 on the yellow die and a 2 on the red die, that's different than rolling a 2 on the yellow die and a 1 on the red die. Okay, so let's get to the new crazy part here. So I got a document camera. We'll see how that goes for me. I'm just going to make this full screen. So what I want to look at is what are all the different combinations that could come up on the dice and their sums specifically. So let's have a red die here. We know it can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. And then let's have our other die be blue. 1, 2, 3, 4. I know you can't see that. That's because I'm left-handed. Okay, 6. So here are the 36 possible combinations, right, where these rows and columns overlap. That's a possible combination on the dice. And now I'm just going to fill in what those sums are. So if I roll a 1 on the red die, a 1 on the blue die, I get a 2. 1 and 2 is 3, 1 and 3 is 4, and so on. If I roll a 1 on the red die and a 2 on the blue die, that's a 3. 2 and 2 is 4, 5, 6, and so on. And then I'm just going to fill the rest of this in here, and then we can look at what all the possibilities are. Let's see, 6. And then 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, here are all 36 of my possible values I can get from rolling 2 dice. Notice that 2 only shows up once here. If you know the game of Catan, 2 is one of the tokens you can build next to. 2 is a pretty bad choice. It doesn't come up very often. Now, those of you that have played a lot of Catan know that this is like pure probability. This is what could happen. Sometimes you play a game of Catan and man, it seems like 2 comes up all the time. And that's just because sometimes that's how the dice roll. It doesn't have to do with how likely it is. It's just how often that happens to happen in that game. So 2 only shows up once. 3 shows up twice. I could be writing these down. 4 shows up 3 times. 5 shows up 4 times. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shows up 5 times. Oops. 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 8 only shows up 5 times again. 9 is 4. 10 is 3. 11 is twice. And 12 is only once. So the winner here, the number most often to be rolled, or most likely to be rolled, is 7. There are 6 different ways you can get a 7. 6 on the red and a 1 on the blue. A 5 on the red and a 2 on the blue. 4 and 3. 3 and 4. 2 and 5. And 1 and 6. So the value that has the most chance to come up is 7 with its 6 different ways you can roll it. Okay, let's see how this all comes together once I actually make the video. Thanks for watching. Those of you watching when this problem actually came out, I hope you have a good 4th of July break. And to everybody, keep problem solving, keep thinking about heuristics. Oh, heuristics. Organized table. So that's a heuristic we went with here. Great. Thanks, everybody.